Can I do something for you, Mr. Bond?
Just a drink. A martini, shaken not.
I am the head of this network, and I will say shit all I want. Shit, 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 shit.
Welcome to Shaken Not Nerd, episode 7, Shit Sequels Week. My name is Ian Hughes Johnson, and with me, as mostly always, my co-host, Alex the Dudi Dutrum.
Welcome to my underground lair, also known as the Nerd Cave.
Yes.
Yes, we're recording in the Nerd Cave this week.
Yeah, in Dutrum's little nerd cabin.
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 Oh, I thought you said cabin. Come on down to the cabin, guys. It's a 4-hour drive just to see my cabin.
Totally worth it. Do you want to give us a rundown of what's in your little cabin this week?
For those of you who are unaware of what we've got framed posters, framed comic books, hot toys, sideshows, replicas, and most importantly, Lego.
Lego!
And a Stormtrooper helmet.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool Stormtrooper helmet.
We should record an episode in the Stormtrooper helmet.
Oh, we totally should.
Yeah. There's a new one that they're making that it looks like a voice changer, where you can put it on, hit the button, and it makes you sound like a Stormtrooper.
That's pretty sick.
Move along.
And you've also got a Luke Skywalker stunt lightsaber there.
I got that at a bargain. Bargain.
There's so many things in this room, it's hard to concentrate on the podcast almost.
Yeah. Signed Wolverine book by Stanley. CGC 9.6 out of 10.
Yeah, you've got an Iron Man gauntlet down there. You've got Thor's hammer.
That's for you for the wedding. So, this week's theme, the theme of this week, week's theme of this week.
You're gonna do that every week?
Yeah, I'm good. I think that might be my thing.
Yeah, that's what. No, at all. Yeah.
So
this week we're gonna have a lot of shit jokes. A lot of poo-poos.
You did poo-poos?
Shit.
But we have a sponsor this week. Another sponsor. You know what?
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Back by popular demand.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're
Another
sponsored.
definitely real sponsor.
Yeah.
Definitely real. Yeah.
So we're going to. I believe they've actually put down quite a sum of money for having a.
You know, we're in high demand. You got to put down the big dot, the big bucks,
Big dart.
the big dot, the big dara.
So they've actually paid for a ad break between every segment.
Yeah, so strap yourselves in, guys, because before we jump into the news this week, it's time for a word from our sponsors. There we go. That should be tight enough. Now, there. Yeah, this car looks like it's going to be running pretty good. If you're the guy who loves to tinker, don't you fret, we've got your sphincter.
Thanks, Kensington Man Pads. So that was a wonderful word from our sponsor, Ian.
Thanks, Kensington Man Pads.
I know. They're so I'm wearing a pair now, and I just feel like I can do anything. They're a bit wet, but with their patented technology,
Slimy, yet satisfying.
Yeah. And with that, we're going to go on to this week's news.
Channel 4 News with 5-time Emmy Award-winning anchor, Ron Burgundy.
Cool. Ian, you have no news this week.
I'm useless.
You are pretty newsless. So, this week, Chris Pratt has openly said he would like his character Peter Quill in Star-Lord to meet, confront, generally have a face-to-face with the Punisher. So I think he likes...
Why the Punisher, you reckon? It's an interesting pick, because they're very different.
Could be he grew up liking the Punisher, and maybe he loved season 2 of Daredevil, because the Punisher's parts of Daredevil was brilliant. The rest of Daredevil season 2 was a bit of a letdown for me, at least, but...
Yeah? You can't say a bit of a letdown in this week. Everything has to be shit.
Speaking of shit, you've been watching Arrow season 3. How you finding it?
A lot better than what I heard.
Really?
Apparently 4 is horrible. Sorry, apparently 4 is shit.
Now,
but season 3 so far is pretty good, but I'm only 4 episodes, 5, 6 episodes in.
Yeah, you've got another 20 to go.
Yep.
Yeah. Strap yourself in for that one. But apparently 3 is better than 4. No, 4 is better than 3.
Really?
What I've heard, yeah. Because 3 is just a rip-off of Batman.
It's not a bad thing. Batman's a pretty cool character. You just gotta give him a chance. Just give me a chance.
In other news, Ryan Potter, actor who probably doesn't ring a bell for you. No, it's not Harry Potter.
Damn it.
He was an actor in Big Hero 6.
A voice
A
actor.
voice actor. He put a YouTube video up, sort of an audition tape for him to play Robin with Ben Affleck's Batman. So sort of like a kung fu inside a warehouse with padded mats and trained actors and stuff. And it looked awesome. Looked really, really cool. So he's putting his hand up to play Tim Drake, who is the third Robin. First one being Dick Grayson Nightwing. Second one being Jason Todd, Red Hood. And Tim Drake becomes the Red Robin, essentially. He remains Robin, and then Damian Wayne will come along, possibly at some point.
Interesting.
So, do you know anything of
I don't know much on the Robin universe.
universe?
I don't know if I want a Robin in a Batman movie again after.
Joel Schumacher?
Yeah.
Speaking of shit movies.
Yeah, speaking of shit movies.
Yeah, look, I reckon Robin can be done well. You've got Jeff Johns behind the wheel now.
And not only that, though, you still, well, we haven't seen anything come from since he's been at the helm yet, so let's hold off on that judgment.
Mind you, he's done really well with his books. He reinvented...
Books and movies are quite different. Everything's in tune with our pen.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he put up a video online doing some sort of karate. He used a, kung fu shit. What are those big sticks called? A bow? A joe?
A Joe is the small one, and Bo is the even bigger one. So
He used a bow, yeah.
depends how big it is. How big was it?
About your height.
Yeah, probably a bow.
Yeah. Definitely, it could be a Joe.
Here or here?
No, it was long. It was quite long. Because Tim Drake is known for using a fighting stick when he fights. And it was actually a really cool video. I watched it and might put it up on our Facebook page for those of you who want to have a listen, or watch. As well, I put it up everywhere. We had the first look at Ghost Rider for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Ah, classic Ghost Rider. The ghost who rides. And that's about as much as I know.
What do you think of the costume compared to what we've seen with Nick Cage?
I think the costume looks pretty cool. Again, it's hard to 100% say for sure that it's going to be good because that image is altered in CG for the fire and whatnot, so it's not an accurate depiction of what you're getting into.
Yeah. That
It's a solid image with edited Photoshop fire and everything around. It's not going to be an indication of what you're going to see when you actually watch a show.
Do you reckon this will be the series that you might jump on and start watching it, or no?
No. I've tried to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and keeping with this week's theme, it's shit.
I haven't even tried. I've been told after the first season it gets really good.
Yeah, well, the first season is so bad that you may not ever get there.
Okay.
It's that bad.
As well, Wolverine 3, the last Wolverine film with Hugh Jackman. Technically Wolverine 2, because we're not counting the first Wolverine film.
What movie?
Hugh Jackman has to do one more, because, you have to end on the third film. So go back and do a third film, because the first one's null and void.
Yeah.
They revealed, I believe, Mr. Sinister will be the villain, or will possibly be appearing in Wolverine 3. So Mr. Sinister is known for cloning. Yeah, there was a tease for him at the end of Days of Future Past, taking like Wolverine's blood, putting it in a briefcase, and having Essex Corporation on the briefcase.
I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, end credits of not Days of Future Past, Apocalypse.
Hmm.
Margot Robbie to star and produce her own Harley Quinn movie.
Why? Okay. Well, she obviously feels like she deserves it, so interesting that she wants to produce it as well.
She clearly enjoyed as well.
Did you say write as well?
No, star and produce.
I was going to say.
I wouldn't. No,
Yeah.
The writing, I'd leave that to someone.
It'd be interesting, a Harley Quinn movie. Like, what angle do you take from that? Do you take her as, like, who do you put as a villain? Like, do you do the Suicide Squad angle where she's kind of a good character?
Or do you make her like a?
Or do you make her like a villain in a Batman or something?
Yeah, I reckon it could be a little difficult to do, but it could also be a prequel. You never know.
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd have to have a lot of Joker in there.
Yeah. I want to see what Joker looks like without the tattoos, because there was apparently supposed to be a deleted scene for Suicide Squad where the Wayne Mansion is on fire and Batman is in front of the Joker. And because he's got the knuckles over his gloves, he knocks all of his teeth out, hence why he has the grills. And then he's like, "You've ruined my smile, you've damaged me," and he gets damage tattooed on the top of his head, apparently. So, like, I want to know what he looks like without his teeth broken in.
Yeah.
That could be a traditional sort of look.
Yeah, I mean, you'd hope that he... Yeah, look, I'm still not convinced of this Joker in general, to be honest. Maybe with the prequel it might change my mind a little. But he doesn't have the happiness.
Okay.
If you put it like, not necessarily actually happy, but the uplifting kind of hilarity. Put it that way, yeah.
Alright. So yeah, Margot Robbie's to star and produce her own spin-off film. As well as the Joker will not be in the Justice League film. Apparently there were some rumours here or there that he could arrive in the Justice League
film. I think that might be for the better.
Yeah.
I feel like at this stage you're better off just having him as a main villain in a movie for something coming up. I think, yeah. Considering what happened in Suicide Squad, I think it was almost a realization that the Joker you can't give him a side or anything that's not the main feature of the film.
Yeah.
We don't know enough about him and it just didn't really work. You can't have such an integral character and then push him aside like that. It just doesn't work.
So yeah, they have said that he won't be in Justice League. There were some rumors going around because apparently he was flying into Ireland or Iceland or something, and they were filming in that area at the time. So people were possibly thinking that, but it's been snuffed out. We also had this morning the trailer dropped. The Death Star DLC release date for Battlefront is the 20th of September. I'm excited. You've got glazed over eyes.
Yep. Just
Speaking
about
of
how
shit.
Yeah.
Look,
One of those games I bought and really had my hopes up for.
It's one of those games where initial release is awful, but when they make a Game of the Year edition, that is when I'll be pushing you to buy it.
Possibly. It depends on how much they're selling it at.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. You get some new vehicles. You get the Darth Vader TIE Fighter as a vehicle in space, as well as Luke's X-Wing, Chewbacca, so on and so forth. There was also released for we have actually some collector listeners listening. Thank you. Hi, all collectors. How you doing? Welcome. Anyway, we had the Hot Toys, which is the company that makes the 1/6 scale figures and whatnot like that. They released their Joker disguised Batman figure this week. They sort of showed off all the photos for it. So when you buy it online, they'll show photos of it. And that's Joker in the Batman costume.
Interesting.
That wasn't in the film. Remember I showed you that photo for our first episode?
Yeah.
He didn't appear in the film. So they've revealed more photos of that, more in-depth details. It comes with the generic sort of... Every figure will come with hands or equipment. That's generally about it. So they revealed that. It's just the Joker.
Kind of a bit of a letdown there.
Yeah. Apparently, though, I took a look at it. The cowl for the Joker Batman actually has the tattoos on the cowl. So it's got damage written on the top.
Yeah.
It's got the teardrops and all that sort of stuff, and on the hand.
Interesting. I still don't know why they've made it. And which is what we said when we saw the photos of it originally. Is that why has this been made? Usually they don't go to this kind of effort to make
something unless it's in the film.
Unless it's linked into some film, something to publicize it.
But the last bit of news, and I put it up everywhere as well, the Zack Snyder released a picture of the armored Batman suit for the Justice League film. Your impressions?
I personally didn't think it was that bad.
Okay.
I've seen
a lot of people commenting on it, comparing it obviously to Watchmen. Night Owl, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
The Owl.
In my opinion, I think that when I first saw that, I thought that looked a lot like Batman anyway.
Yeah.
So keeping that in mind, that's in some essence looks like Batman, and this now just because it's got his eyes covered over, they're comparing it to him. I find that a little bit backwards.
I reckon you're right on that department. The actual look of the suit looks great because you can see armor plating and then the straps around the armor, and it just looks really, really cool.
I think it all depends on how it actually looks in the film itself. It's hard to tell from that photo. I think a lot of it depends on the angle that they put those eye covering
Sort of
glass
goggles.
goggles, yeah. Because you get something like that on the wrong angle and it can make him look like a huge herb derp. Something like that. You can just say it. Like, any film you've seen where someone's wearing goggles, it's either a hit or a miss with goggles. If they look weird, it's gonna make the person look so ridiculous.
I'm hoping it's something like welding goggles because he's fixing something. I don't want that to be a permanent part of the costume.
Yeah, I suspect it might be something, if you remember from like Dark Knight and stuff, where, particularly Dark Knight when he had his sonar
vision, yeah,
and then it had that and it kind of flicked away.
Yeah.
It didn't stay there the whole time. I
Yeah.
suspect it might be something like that, where it isn't out the whole time and it just like flicks away.
That's something I would have liked, like the glass lenses over the eyes, rather than just having goggles over the cowl, just have glass lenses and give him the white eyes.
Yeah, which would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah. But there's one thing I did notice. A couple of weeks ago we had the Deathstroke reveal of him walking off the plane, off some form of plane, and that's it. I took a look at the Deathstroke picture as well as the Batman new armored bat suit picture. It's the same location.
Based on what?
The surrounding. So they've got these
Because I had a look at that as well, and I saw some other people out there saying that it looks like it could be the same location. I'm not convinced that it is the same location. I think it is a possibility.
When you watch the video,
I don't think there's enough evidence in the photos to justify it.
I reckon when you watch the video and you look in the background, I reckon you can glimpse the Batmobile. You can see like these big wheels and sort of weird shapes because it's not focused on the Batmobile in the background, as well as they've got these sort of pillars with the holes in them. The pillars are exactly the same.
Yeah, but the roofing was very different as well. That's what I noticed, is that there was a roofing design
Like a collapse
in the
come down.
close-up of Batman in that suit, and it looked different to the roofing of the factory. Could just be a different area of the factory, and that's why.
I think it's the plane that they use.
It's hard to tell.
They're rumored to this Justice League travels around on a plane, like a sort of a cargo carrier that Batman's designed. So that's what I'm thinking it is.
It wouldn't surprise me if it is the same location, because being so close together, these two things being leaked, it wouldn't surprise me if that was maybe an opening sequence for the film or something, or the first shoot day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so maybe that's the reason why they've leaked very closely.
Yeah.
2 weeks apart, 1 week apart.
Yeah, well, Zack Snyder openly tweeted, and today is Batman Day.
Batman.
So, for those of you who are listening, we're going to be sharing on our Facebook and Twitter pages. Anyone who's got any cool Batman collectibles, send a photo through to us, we'll showcase.
By the time you listen to this podcast, it will no longer be Batman Day.
No, but today's Batman Day. Celebrate the Batman. But that is the news this week, Ian. We're going to move on to
another word from our wonderful sponsor down at Kensington Man Pads.
Hey Johnson, can I have those files on my desk in about 15-20 minutes?
Boss can wait. Johnson! Shit! When your bus comes up and scares you shitless, be thankful that we've got your business.
Thanks, Kensington Man Pads. Wow, what a great word from Kensington Man Pads.
Yeah.
I'm so confident. Have you tried on the sample pair they gave us?
The sample pair? I was a little reluctant at first because, as you would know, it's very clear on the packaging, it says that it's pre-owned. And, but you know, I rinsed them out, put them on, seems to be going fine for me.
Just turn it inside out, under a cold tap, use it again. So, thanks Kensington Man Pads. We're now going to be moving on to our quiz segment.
Ready? Go. You put this in your coffee. A spoon. Your hands. Your face. It's white. Paper. Snow. A ghost. It's heavier than milk. A rock. A dog. The earth.
Shakeners, you know the deal. You know how it goes. Ian and I ask each other quiz questions. Whoever wins at the end of the year, I don't know. I'm going to try it.
We'll think of something. To be announced.
Well, one of our friends had to put it down. One of our friends had a suggestion that if I win, you buy me a cheap hot toy to go
No.
in the cabinet. Yeah, it'd be great.
Nah, it's not very entertaining for everyone, so I think that's probably not the way to go.
Nah, I like it.
Alright,
And
I'll buy you a hot toy, and if I win, let's just say you buy me a mini. A real mini car.
I'll buy you a bottle of scotch.
That's not even nearly equal.
A hot toy to a car. Fuck, if we were rich, I would put that wager down. But essentially, we rock, paper, scissors off to see who goes first. Ian is winning 2 points to my 1 point, and he has won every single rock off. The prick.
No, didn't you win the last one?
No,
Oh,
you
no,
won
I
it.
have won every single one.
So the way this will work is we'll ask each other 3 questions in the theme of this week's theme. Shit sequels, prequels, shit movies.
The first question, should you get it wrong, what will the punishment be for that, dude?
So, if you get the first question wrong, Ian has bought us a lovely wooden rubber band gun.
Yes, made beautifully on the streets of Thailand.
We'll assume not.
Handcrafted by children.
Making 4 cents an hour. And we'll be getting shot in the chest with a rubber band gun. Bare open chest, rubber band gun.
Yes, if you've never been shot with an elastic band on bare skin, it hurts like all fuck.
Second question, if you get that wrong, you'll be getting a very hard yet firm slap on the back.
Bare skin.
Bare skin.
And we'll probably take a photo of it because it'll be a huge handprint because we pasty.
Yeah. But the third, and I forgot I had this the other day, I have the Nerf Zombie Hunter crossbow.
Yes, I'm looking at it right now. It's very, very daunting.
You're going to get shot in the face with it. You can cover your eyes and close your mouth, but your eyes have to be open when you get shot in the face with it, because no one can withstand it to get shot in the face.
I don't know if I'll be able to keep my eyes open, to be honest with you.
Little known...
You tell me.
Little known fact, I bought 2 of these. I bought the crossbow and I bought the rifle. The crossbow hurts. It bruised my fiance when I shot her in the arm.
Let's test. Let's have a test fire. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be interesting. To the face.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Get that bolt back. Don't lose any of my Nerf bullets. Is it time for me to win?
Or will you fail as always?
Alright.
You're bound to win one eventually, right?
Well, eventually.
The laws of rationality. Alright.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yes! Loser! Rock, scissors, paper really isn't your sport.
Rock. Good old trustful Rock. Fuck you. Just do the question.
Alright.
Drink my milk from the calcium.
Calcium. Questiono numero uno.
You don't speak Spanish.
Alright. True or false?
Go
In
on.
the movie, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Oh, it's the best one.
Yeah, the best one. Everyone knows.
Mm.
It's Scheisenhausen. The girl who punches Mutt in the diner scene is Steven Spielberg's daughter? True or false?
False.
That would be true.
Am I right or wrong?
You're wrong.
Alright. Get your rubber band gun. Is it loaded? Yeah, it is
It's
loaded.
loaded. Just lift your shirt up.
No!
Just lift it up, fatty boy.
Fuck.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Just do it!
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Gimme. Okay, Ian.
Alrighty.
Question. You better not have read my questions. Question number.
I'm trying to get waving the fucking pistol around. Alright, go on.
Alright, question number 1. In Batman and Robin.
The best of the series.
How many ice puns does Mr. Freeze say?
What? Is that an actual question?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I need the exact number.
Yeah.
Fuck off. 20.
Close. 27.
Fuck, that is a lot of puns.
Chest up.
Don't I with the nipple? You got me right in the nipple. Oh is for
sanitize
milking.
that rubber band.
That's like chafed my nipple. Alright, fucker. Question 2. True or false? From the movie Die Hard 5. Also
on.
known as A Good Day to Die
Hard.
Hard. Die Hard 5 was the first in this series to be written exclusively as a Die Hard movie. True or false? Now, you know that the first one...
was supposed to be a sequel to Commando.
Yeah, and was written as a book.
Yeah. I'm going to say true.
Correct.
Yeah, I won a question! I miss out.
The first one was a book. Second one was also a novel. And the third and the fourth one were screenplays, not written as Die Hard movies.
Yay! Alright, Ian.
Yeah, I got
This,
lucky.
this one's fairly easy, because
You say that, but I
Okay.
feel like you're a bit of a cunt. Not a whole cunt, just a
Just a
little bit of a cunt.
1 calorie, not that evil enough. Name the only 4 actors who reprised their role in Star Wars Episode 1.
How many?
4.
4 characters.
4 actors.
Four
Maybe
act-
actors
4 actors.
who reprised their roles in Star Wars Episode 1.
Okay. I'm gonna say R2D2.
What's his name?
The actor's name?
Yeah, actor name.
Fuck off.
Alright, I'll give you. Alright, R2D2.
R2D2, C3PO.
Yeah. Come on. I'm being really easy by letting you have character names.
As if I'm gonna get all the actors' names.
I wanted actor names.
Well, fuck off. Alright, R2D2, C3PO, Yoda. I've already lost, haven't I?
Would you like to give up?
I give up.
Yay! C3PO, R2D2, Yoda, Emperor Palpatine. Because he reprised his role.
I don't believe you, but
Yeah.
alright.
Ian McDermott played the Emperor in Episode 6, and then he played She Palpatine in Episode 1.
Very well.
I'm winning one. I'm winning.
Slap me up. Wait.
Lift your back.
This is not going to be fun.
Lift your shirt up. Show us your back moves.
Back moves. Boobs? Just be gentle! I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
Like the tennis player keeps bouncing the ball.
I'm fucking stab you. Ah, you. Ah! Oh, it stings. Oh.
Oh, that's red. Oh, you got an actual handprint. Thank God I took my rings off.
Wow. Remember that time I said you're a bit of a cunt?
Remember that time I was winning the quiz, but you...
Yep. You're a real cunt.
Yep. And now,
You're such a...
it's your turn for the third question.
This one's not true or false, so fuck you. Alright. In the amazing James Bond movie, Die Another Day, who wrote the book that Bond picks up titled A Field Guide to Birds of the West Indies?
James Bond.
You'd be correct. You're such a fucker.
Yeah, I got 2 questions. Alright, Ian.
I hate you.
Okay. Question number 3. Questiono numero trio.
You don't speak Spanish, I hate you, go fuck off.
Your favourite movie of all time. In the movie Multiplicity,
Fuck off. It's not even a movie, you can't quiz me on it.
how many times does the character Doug clone himself?
You know, from now on, I'm not going to go easy on you with these quiz questions. I just want you to know that.
And I just want you to answer my question.
9.
Twice. The clone clones himself.
I would have known that quiz question, but that movie's a piece of shit.
The theme of this week.
The theme of this week's theme.
Hand me the crossbow.
I think I need goggles. And I'm not going to keep my eyes open. I just want you
No.
to...
You keep your eyes open. I want you to see this coming.
Fuck up. Alright, just do it. Go on.
Eyes open.
No.
Eyes open.
Fucking cunt. Fucking hate you. I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, you stare down. Yes, fuck off. You stare down a fucking crossbow to the face. Whatever.
We can do that later tonight.
Thanks for listening to our quiz. Alright, Dad, let me just leave you onto the toilet. No, wait, Dad, wait, no! When you're babysitting your incontinent dad, be glad he's wearing our patented pads. Thanks, Kensington Man Pads.
Welcome everyone. Thanks to our sponsors, Kensington Man Pads. So now we're going to go into the shittest sequels or prequels ever from a good original film.
I don't like your jerk off face, I don't like your jerk off behavior, and I don't like you. Jerk off.
So Ian and I both have a list of 5 movies each, to which we believe they're shit films coming off the back of a really good original film, such as, my instance, I have Hellraiser 3, which, comparing it to the original Hellraiser film, and some would say perhaps Hellraiser 2, it is an awful piece of shit film. Sort of the bad essence of Pinhead goes out into LA and he starts killing people, and it's... don't want it. The only good thing about it was Lemmy Kilmister, Motorhead, doing a Hellraiser song, to which Ozzy Osbourne did his own cover of, and it was still pretty good.
Must have been alright then.
Other than that, was pretty shit film. I think you got to see some side boob.
Oh, it's all worth the side boob, right?
Tasteful side boob. But
I've never seen anything other than the first.
You don't need to watch the second one because you're missing nothing, and don't watch the third one. Fourth one's okay-ish.
Ish.
Yeah.
You're really selling it to me.
Yeah, just stick with the first one.
Yeah,
just stick with the
good.
first one. Alright, so what do you got, Ian?
So, one of my first ones that I wanted to bring to our attention is Son of the Mask. Yeah. First Mask, great movie.
Great movie.
Jim Carrey. Funny man, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey and Cameron Diaz after porn.
Post-porn.
Post-porn.
Post-porn Diaz.
You still got a bit of that sex appeal at the start where she comes out into the bank out of the rain and you're like... And she gets tissue and dries her tits, and I'm like, nipple fuck! Yeah.
Yeah!
I want to be that tissue. Not now, though.
Yeah. And Son of the Mask was horrid. Horrid movie. Don't think anyone should ever watch this.
I think it starred Alan Cummings, who was the I'm Invincible from GoldenEye.
Yeah. He had like a green plasticine face, and...
It's an awful, awful film. And
no one should ever see it.
If you ever see it, get your money back. Just find someone to no.
Just no.
No.
Just no.
No.
It never existed.
I had Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Or
I didn't even like the first one that much.
Or as I have written, Armageddon. So, yeah. It's essentially, it's a direct sequel. It's one of those films that as soon as the first one ends, this is literally 2 seconds after the first one. And they didn't get all the actors to reprise their role in the second one. So they're all in the same outfit. They're all standing there getting ready to, do the fight at the end of the first film. And the second film starts with all of them in that pose. And the actors are different.
Weird.
They only got 2 out of 5 actors to reprise their role.
Less than half of the movies reprise their role.
It was fucking awful. So they're all there like, yeah, like in their pose. And then the second film starts, they're all, yeah. And some of them are in different costumes.
Steve, you got a lot shorter.
Some of them are in different costumes. It's awful.
So bad.
At one point, Sub-Zero's character makes an ice bridge for them to walk over. And it's foam, like that you get when you buy a new television. Hard styrofoam, and they fight on the bridge and they slam into the bridge, and you can see the little white poofs of the styrofoam come up.
So bad.
It's an awful film. I'm gonna find that scene to make you watch
But
it.
they had a huge budget for that movie.
Oh yeah. You know how much that foam costs?
Battery fee.
This huge Sub-Zero ice monster came out. What else do you have, mate?
Next one I had was Hangover 2/3. Reason for that is because we couldn't make up our mind which one to put. I thought 3.
I thought 2. Because it's exactly the same as number 1 with no differences. It even has Mike Tyson.
I would argue that that's probably a good thing.
One
some
night in
respects.
Bangkok and the world's your oyster. You remember
Maybe
that?
it's not a good thing.
Or when Alan's reading his cards going, the population of Thailand. Is he saying Thailand? Mm-hmm.
It's not a horror movie. Third one it wasn't even a hangover to start with.
That film deserves a punch in the face with the lights off.
Yeah.
I can't even remember Hangover 3. I think it was like one of them gets kidnapped or goes missing from the events from the first film. Like they owe someone money or something. And they're not even
it
hungover.
starts with the movie starts with Leslie Chow breaking out of prison, and it's kind of funny, but it's not at all really.
I don't even
Very
remember.
kind of like it looks very serious, and I think there's supposed to be humor in that, but it just wasn't. The movie just failed in general. Let's be honest. There were very brief moments of funniness in the third movie.
I think
Tried to be different from 1 and 2 because 2 was too close to number 1, but then it didn't really make sense.
Wasn't there a scene where they had to like parachute or abseil onto a building and Alan gets stuck on the sign of the building and nearly falls off the side or something?
Something like that.
I think they're all on Netflix. I might give them a watch. But if
Yeah.
the 3 is as bad as you say it is,
Well,
you get
the
another
third one, a
punch in the
giraffe
nose.
gets beheaded. That's about it.
That's right, because he gets a giraffe from the zoo. Oh, and he's what is it? Zach Galifianakis' dad has a heart attack
Yeah,
while he's
he's
sitting at the couch listening to his iPod. He's having a heart attack in the background. That was pretty fucked up. He's like, I wish there was something I could have done. That was pretty fucked up. But compared to the first film, it's still a piece of shit. The first film still holds up.
Yeah, the first film still, has good moments.
I'm not looking forward to my Bucks party because of Hangover 1 now.
Oh, yeah. It'll be great.
No, you'll be fine. I have every Jaws film past the first one.
For a good reason. The first one's the only good one. Everybody knows this, and you should never have even tried to watch the others. But you did anyway.
I did, because I had nothing to watch, and Jaws 2 continues where Jaws left off, where the killer runs away and lives to fight, and no, the shark blows up.
I was going to say, I'm like, what?
It essentially follows the story of Roy Schneider's character, who is the sheriff, essentially, and another shark has returned to Amity. And the way they describe it is, because the original shark is dead, another shark has come into its feeding territory and it's taking its place.
Okay, that doesn't make much sense.
Doesn't make sense. And of course, it's the exact same as the first film, because Sheriff Brody is running around going, there's a shark in the water, people are getting eaten, exactly the same as the first one. And the mayor's response, all the actors for the mayor and stuff are the same, and his response of, you've already killed the shark, now you're making things up. And it's like, no, people are dead, they're missing, there was a boating accident, people are dying. No, you're making it up. We don't believe you. To where they fire him. He's no longer the chief of police. A killer whale washes up on the shore of Amity with big holes in its face. And they're like, it's not a shark. It's stupid.
How original.
It's stupid. So, that's Jaws 2.
And it's all downhill from there.
And then
the
it goes
Jaws
to
franchise.
Jaws 3, which is the Shark and Sea World.
Yep.
Which
You can tell from the premise it's a bag of shit.
I thought it could be cool. I was wrong.
You were wrong.
Yeah, and then you got Jaws Revenge.
You were wrong and I was right. I'm gonna sing the I'm right song.
You got that wrong.
I did it totally wrong.
Jaws Revenge, where there's some mystery shark that has superpowers that is hunting the Brody family to kill them.
Because sharks hate people.
And the shark
Nobody has a vendetta like a shark.
Is it an awning? The front of a boat?
Could be.
Oh!
With your boat knowledge.
So I'm thinking it's the front of the boat that always has the naked lady holding it up on a pirate ship. I'm calling it the awning. If I'm wrong, don't tweet at me because I don't.
I don't boat often.
I don't boat. But the shark comes
Someone
out of the
tweeted and
water.
say, it's a ship.
It's such a pretty boat. Ship. But the shark comes up. It gets hit in the gills by the end of the awning, and it explodes like it does in the first Jaws film.
Sense. It doesn't need to make it.
No, Michael Caine's in the film. And do you know why Michael Caine's in the film?
Why is Michael Caine in the film?
He saw the script, and guess what the first lines of the script are? Fade in, Hawaii. Michael Caine just wanted to go to Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah. He wanted to film a movie in Hawaii, so that is why he did this film. Because it says Fade in Hawaii. He's like, I'm done.
Wow.
It's an awful film. Michael Caine's in it. That's the only redeeming factor of Jaws Revenge.
There's not a lot to redeem from that movie.
No. But, you know, Michael Caine got to do what Michael Caine does.
Michael Caine.
You're only supposed to blow one gill off.
My next one that I had
Yes.
from the James Bond franchise.
Yes.
Die Another Day. Exactly.
I remember, I think this came out in 2002.
Could have.
From 2001, 2002, and I remember liking it as a kid, and then I watched it as an adult with an adult mind.
Yeah, very different.
Adult mind on the loose, being used as a loose term for me, but just...
You're loose.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not great by any means. There are some redeeming factors from this movie, such as the Jaguar and Aston Martin ice car shootout.
Yes. The Aston Martin can go invisible.
Yeah.
They call it the Vanquish. We call it the Vanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot through this textbook. Only took me a couple of seconds.
Oh, yeah, it was the instruction manual.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. There aren't many redeeming things from this movie, but that's about the only one. That and the fencing sword fight.
Doesn't he pull out a knight sword, and then the knight sword gets cut by a katana? Because they go from fencing swords to katanas.
Swords, yeah.
And Madonna is in it. Because, you know...
Because Madonna likes to ruin everything with her fucking making me want to die every day.
Awful.
Great dad jokes.
Coming up next for mine, and I'm looking up some some shit examples of it as I grow, is Batman and Robin.
Bat nipples?
Bat nipples. So, this film, it's Batman, his sidekick Robin, and for those nerdy minds like mine, it is Robin is wearing a Nightwing costume, but the blue is red. It's exactly
Really?
the same as a Nightwing costume, but the blue is red. Yes. So, they fight Mr. Freeze, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, who... His costume was pretty shit, but he was funny in some instances. Like how... Horrible puns, but he lives inside like an old ice cream shop or an ice cream factory or something like that, and he's making his goons like sing songs, and he's like conducting them. Sing, yes, come on, and they're all like rubbing their hands together.
Such a shit movie.
Yes, you had Uma Thurman playing Poison Ivy. These plants are mine.
Spot on impersonation.
Mother Nature.
Mother Nature.
It's such a bad... And then you had Bane. And it's nothing like the Bane from the comics. He's not Mexican like he is in the comic books. He's just a skinny guy who gets injected with venom. No, Chemical X. I don't even think they called it venom. And it just makes him big and bruisey and bomb.
So bad.
And
that movie bombed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Using my jokes. Yeah, no, it was. Mr. Freeze's lair was inside an ice cream shop, big ice cream like factory, because they turned the cooling off, and then the ice cream turned into liquid, and Batman fell in it, and it was all green. Do you remember that?
Bad.
But also some shit facts about that film. Batman and Robin, standard normal bat suits and normal Robin suits rock up to, I think it's the museum to stop Mr. Freeze. They've got ice skates in their shoes. Remember they play hockey with a diamond? Yeah. Batman's credit card when he tries to buy Poison Ivy.
Don't remind me. It's like a Black American Express, but it was a Batman for the sake of for no reason at all.
The puns in that film are fucking great. It's a comic book movie with horrible, horrible puns. And also, I don't know if you noticed this, but you watch that film, and there's one point where Batman has his hands up in the air. You can actually see where the costume ends and George Clooney starts.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the front of the suit is its armoured bat nipples and the bat logo. But under the cape, it is literally like wearing a piece of fake armour, and then it is literally just clothes behind it on the other end.
That's the cheapest, most terrible thing I've ever heard.
Remember the skydiving? They kicked the doors off a rocket ship and they
Oh,
flew
no.
down on the doors
Yeah.
and survived with no parachutes. They just landed on the roof and kept going down.
You could go on forever about the terrible things in this film.
It's great. Come after me or save the bird. Oh, and he pulls out the little portable heater and he puts it in the water with Robin and he comes out fine. He turns off the Robin's bike. No!
Just know enough. You're killing me here.
What I thought. Your turn. Go on.
My second last one. Die Hard 5. Or
Die
as
Hard.
many people call it.
Die Hard 5. Not Die Hard 5. Die Hard 5.
What?
You said Die Hard.
No, I said hard, didn't I?
You said Die Hard.
My second last one. Die Hard 5. Or as they called it in overseas countries.
Die Hard. A Good Day to Die Hard.
A Good Day to Die Hard.
Was it though?
This movie was so bad.
Came out on Valentine's Day.
Did it?
It did.
Yeah. Well, it's such a terrible movie. It got a score of 5.3. Shit score for a shit movie.
Yes, I am sad.
This movie had a lot of issues. It had a villain that was okay, but it was supposed to be like a twist thing at the end with, ooh, I'm not the villain, I am the villain. Craptastic.
All I remember is this film coming out on Valentine's Day and me going, I would rather see The Notebook than this. Because, like, isn't it John McClane is in Russia for a holiday, but his son is also there for work?
Yeah, his son's like a spy, basically. Didn't make any sense. It was just trying to put him into these situations. And that's the problem. You can't just... John McClane doesn't just get put in these situations. He finds himself in these situations.
Nakatomi Tower, the airport.
Yeah.
Whatever Die Hard 3 was. Can't remember how he gets in that. Oh no, Die Hard 3, the villain wants him to
Yeah,
be in it.
Simon Says.
That's right. And 4 was, like, can't remember 4. 4 was when he takes out a helicopter with a car.
Yeah, takes out a jet, yeah.
Because he ran out of bullets.
Not as bad as 5.
Don't forget the point oh.
I love Mexican food. Oh no.
When you've had too much chipotle sauce, and now you're shitting like a horse.
Thanks, Kensington Man Pads.
Coming in at my number one, my last one, coming off the great Star Wars Episode 6, we had Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Piece of shit.
Now, this is one of those films, though, that you need to own. So when someone says they haven't seen Star Wars, you start at number 1 and you work your way up. Because it just gets better from there.
And then you end on a good note.
The pod. Are you an angel?
So
The
many
deep
things
sea
wrong with
pilots
this
are
movie.
an angel.
You're better off to, let's just talk about the good things in this movie.
No, let's talk about the bad things.
No.
What about the viceroy? What about his lips when he talked? And then they moved when he didn't talk.
There's so many bad things in this movie. You could talk all day about it. We could do a whole podcast on how bad episode 1 is.
Viceroy, I will not bow to these missions. You are to remove the Trade Federation.
On the upside, though,
The
Liam
blockade.
Neeson. Shut the fuck up. On the upside, though, Liam Neeson, double-ended lightsaber.
Yes. The double-ended lightsaber Liam Neeson. You know what will ruin Liam Neeson for you? And I just remembered this. You remember that scene where he's talking to Obi-Wan when he's on the ship and he's just sitting there talking? Do you know what he's talking into? A woman's razor blade. It's turned upside down. And they painted it black.
That's
The
horrible.
Jedi communicator is a female razor blade with the blade taken off and painted black. Then he's talking into a fucking razor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there you go. Quality stuff. Yes, but Ray Parker was pretty cool. Him and his 2 lines. At last we will have our revenge, and yes, master.
And he delivered them so well. Not really.
He was also Toad in X-Men, in the first X-Men film.
Yeah.
I think that landed his role as Toad.
Basically, let's be honest, he's the only good part of that movie.
Jar Jar?
Oh yeah, Jar Jar's pretty awesome.
You used to follow me now, okay, day?
I'd rather hang myself from the ceiling, thanks Jar Jar.
The pod race?
Pod race. Just...
Anakin accidentally hitting the autopilot button and going into space and blowing up a giant space station without actually meaning to. Now this is pod racing.
Yeah. This is a piece of shit.
Remember that? Yeah. Jar Jar, use it, da pooba.
Shut up. Oh,
that is exactly what there's nothing good about
There's
this
nothing
film.
good about this movie. But you know what? I would argue this is even worse.
I would argue you're correct.
Indiana Jones, Kingdom
3.
Fuck off. Indiana
1.
Jones... No. Wow. Get
Choose
out.
the best.
Get out. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
That's the best one.
Of shit.
Didn't it get an Emmy?
Yeah.
No, I got a razzle.
Terrible movie. Terrible CG.
I remember seeing this in the movies, being so excited for it.
I think everybody was, and that's part of the reason why it was so bad.
What happened? What happened?
Everything went wrong. That's what happened.
But they had Shia LaBeouf.
Exactly.
They had random Russians.
Which were actually Russian actors.
Were they?
Yeah.
There you go.
Apart from, obviously, the lead.
Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
They had the refrigerator, which totally makes sense.
Of course, any fridge that's lead-lined would obviously withstand a nuclear blast.
Was that what they said?
Yeah, that's the reasoning behind it, because it's lead-lined.
Please tell me there's a Mythbusters episode on that or something.
I'm pretty sure there is, actually. I could be wrong. CGI gophers, my god, they look terrible.
The ants that they were fighting on something in Africa or somewhere, and they were fighting on the back of cars, and if you fell off the car, you landed on ants and they ate your skin off.
Yeah, pretty terrible. They were basically like scarab beetles, but CG even worse. And that movie's far newer.
Yeah, you take a look at The Mummy, and The Mummy still holds up.
It does. For the most part.
What about my kids? You don't have any kids, Benny. But Indiana Jones, it's alright. What about Shia LaBeouf playing with he's scared of scorpions. Because his dad's scared of snakes, and his dad's dad is scared of rats.
Spoiler alert, Shia LaBeouf is his son.
Oh yeah.
Makes no sense, because it's a stupid movie.
It's fine.
Peace.
I don't remember what it is. Isn't it if you stare into the crystal skull for too long, it
jumbles your brain or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it at
Aliens. Another reason why that movie's a piece of shit. Even Steven Spielberg says, it wasn't his idea. He had to say that because he hated it so much.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember when it came out on DVD and Blu-ray, you could buy it in a pack. Now, it was $80 at the time when it came out. It was just the Kingdom of Crystal Skull, and it came with a replica Crystal Skull. Because it was supposed to be cool.
Yeah.
I found it in a bargain bin for $5, still wrapped up. I wanted to buy it for someone's KK present for Christmas or something. It's like, hey, Steve, enjoy that movie.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Maybe that's what we should do for KK presents, is give them a list of these shit films. And just go yeah, cool, here's a copy of Jaws Revenge, Star Wars Episode 1, Batman and Robin, and Mortal Kombat Armageddon. You have fun. Ugh. And just for good measure, because it was, buy 3 shit films, get 6 free. Here's a copy of Son of Mask 4 times. In case you want to give it to your friends. No. Fucking Steve.
You won't have friends after that.
I think they'd put in like an official complaint, like at someone's work, being like, "All right, who gave Steve these movies? They're not good. Something needs to be said." Give someone some shit movies.
You're such a cunt. Anyway,
Crystal Skull, good movie.
terrible movie.
Did you know they wanted to CGI his whip? But Harrison Ford said, "No, I know how to use it." And they're like, "No, we want to CGI it." And he's like, "You CGI it, I'm gone."
Well, fair enough. They CGI'd way too much shit in that movie.
And apparently that movie didn't have that much CGI, according to IMDb's trivia.
Really? Gophers. Everything just looked so colourfully
When was the last time you
stupid.
watched that film?
A little while ago.
Yeah, I need to watch it again because I can't remember it.
So bad though.
I just remember the
I don't think I
alien
can.
taking Kate Blanchett and doesn't her like
I know, but we've talked about this for too long now.
yeah, it's awful. We have some honourable mentions. Some of us think that there are some shit films out there that we haven't listed, and you know what? You're right. We have Ultra Fanboy on Twitter suggesting Escape from LA. Don't know it.
Don't know, but
Apparently Escape from New York is very good, so I might give that a whirl. We have Jordan suggesting Age of Ultron compared to the original Avengers films. You're right.
yeah, completely agree because that was a piece of shit.
Yeah, the only
It
thing
didn't
that's
make
great
any
was the costume.
sense.
Oh, I like the Vision.
Oh, I hated Vision. I still hate the Vision.
I think he's alright.
Looks weird and he sounds weird and he wears man clothes. It freaks me out.
Where's man? Would you like him to wear female clothes?
Yes.
How cool would that be if Vision was actually a chick? That'd be a cool little spin
Could
on
only
things.
look better. It just looks stupid.
We have Jurassic Park 3 from Mark Wakeling for
Alan.
Yeah, that's a fair call. I'll allow it.
Doesn't the
It nearly killed the series, thank God for Jurassic World, which still...
some people didn't like Jurassic
yeah,
World?
a lot of people didn't like it. I loved it.
But isn't in Jurassic Park 3 they're on a boat and the not the T-Rex, whatever the dinosaur is, Spinosaurus grabs the boat and pulls it into the water with its hands? I'm like, you can't be that smart.
Apparently so.
Yeah, and it puts its mouth inside the plane that starts rolling it around.
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember?
Remember when...
Remember Chewbacca? Oh, I remember Chewbacca. Remember Reagan? Yeah. That was a great film, Jurassic Park 3. Remember they wanted to shoot the dinosaurs?
Yeah.
And they spray painted the dinosaur face on the end of an airplane to train to shoot a dinosaur?
Moving on.
Moving on. Belisha Ralph suggested Finding Dory.
You know what? It wasn't that bad of a movie, but nowhere near Finding Nemo. And only a handful of characters returned, and it was a mediocre story.
Were any of the new characters cool? Like I want to know about the squid.
Yeah, the new characters weren't bad, but they weren't the same quality. The story it wasn't that great.
Did it seem rushed?
It didn't seem rushed. It just
Maybe
it tried
Pixar's
to
starting
be
get shit
tried
now.
to appeal to too much. Tried to be too happy, and it had a very mediocre ending. Just like, and everyone all lived together happily ever after. And yeah,
We have X-Men: The Last Stand by CJ, which
yeah, piece of shit.
horrible film. Except Famke Johnson, and that was great.
Your mate,
My mate
strapped to your ceiling,
wasn't strapped.
taped to the ceiling above your bed. Can't imagine what kind of dreams you had, Deidre.
She was a babe.
Yeah.
She was a president. She'd be Abraham Lincoln. Yeah. We had Kristen on Facebook suggest Alien 3.
I agree. Piece of shit.
All
Totally ruined the awesomeness out of Aliens. Great characters that all escape together, and then we're gonna do a third movie and just kill everyone off.
Isn't Neil Blomkamp's film supposed to cancel out Alien 3 and Resurrection?
I'm not sure actually. I mean, fingers crossed.
I think I read online that it's a dream sequence, or it just never happened, and it's just literally a sequel from Alien 2 or Aliens.
Could be interesting.
What did you think of the alien dog though? Because the facehugger jumps on a dog.
Yeah, it was an interesting idea, but at the same time, I don't know if it really made sense. I can't remember it that well though.
But there's only the plot hole is there's only one facehugger, and it jumps on. I think there's only one facehugger. It jumps on Sigourney Weaver, and she gives her the queen egg, and then it jumps on the dog. Like, don't they just jump on once and then they die?
Yeah, and then they die.
If you can explain that to us, tweet at us. But I thought they just die after one. That's what they do in the first one, and the second one. And then we have Zoolander 2 from Tom Kemp.
Yeah. So I still haven't seen number 2. I loved the first one though, but you have seen the second one.
No, I saw the first 10 minutes of the second one. And look, the start of it was kind of funny because, like, Derek Zoolander's wife in the film and in real life, her character dies in Zoolander 2, and the way they explain that is the Derek Zoolander Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good and Other Things, or whatever it's called.
And want to learn to do other things good too.
Yeah, that's it. It falls into the ocean because you know how it's on the coastline.
Yeah.
Because it is made out of the same materials that the diorama was made out of. So it starts raining and literally falls into the ocean.
That's pretty good.
So that was funny. I laughed my ass off at that. But the rest was just... No, Billy Zane's in it.
Really?
He's in it again,
Yeah,
and he looks exactly the same.
He hasn't aged a bit.
No. Like, Derek Zoolander lives in the mountains like a monk, and Billy Zane comes over and gives him, like, magazines and shit like that to keep him in the loop. But that's as far as I got, and then I realised I might watch Zootopia instead.
Yeah, Zootopia was a lot.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was pretty awesome.
That's cool. I loved it. But that's our honourable mentions for this week. We'd like to thank all our listeners, subscribers, lovers, friends
With benefits.
Yes. So if you've got a suggestion, hit us up on our Facebook, our Twitter, or even send us a photo on Instagram, because we're on Instagram now as well. And we'd like to thank all our listeners. Big thank you to Jess Austin for providing our works for our sponsors this week. Our sponsors, thank you, Jess.
Yes.
They'll be sending some Kensington Man pads your way.
Enjoy them.
Yep.
Use them wisely.
We'll send you our ones after we're done with them.
Yeah, just rinse it out, turn it inside out, and use it again.
Nice. It's not a condom.
Why not? It could be anything. It could even be a boat.
Get in. Alright, that's it for this week, guys. If you've got any suggestions, hit us up on the Shaken Not Nerd Facebook or Twitter. I'm at Dudi on Twitter, and Ian, you are?
I am iJohnson92
on Twitter. Cool. Alright, well, that's it for episode 7. We'll see you back. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Episode 8. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
He's got a mark. The siren's gone. 50 meters.
He's made it! When you've kicked that winning goal, don't forget who plugged your hole. Thanks, Kensington Man Pads.
Hi, I'm Ken Kensington from Kensington Man Pads. I know what you're thinking. How can we provide you with the safe and secure feeling? With our patented beer and duct tape technology, we've got you covered from A to B. Our products go all the way from stink nuggets to mucho mexicano, and we'll ensure that we've got you covered no matter what the occasions, be it wedding, funerals, or you're about to jump off a bridge and you want to keep your arsehole just that clean.
Spoken by Ken Kensington from Ken Kensington Man Pads. Warning, Ken Kensington Man Pads may not protect you at all. We are not liable for any food
Wait. 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of quinoa lily. Shake it over rice and then add a thin slice of lemon.
Chicken or stirred?
Do I look like I give a damn?